Let's talk about how to not be nervous for a presentation. Have you ever had to give a speech or do something in front of people and you start to feel the sweaty palms and you're kind of shaking a little bit and your eyes are looking around and you're swaying back and forth? Yeah, it happens to everybody. I'm excited to share with you 10 very cool tips that are going to help you get through this and make it so that you're not going to be nervous at all when you stand up to speak in front of people because you watched this video. I'm Jason Hewlett, Hall of Fame speaker. Let's not be nervous for the next presentation, shall we? Let's dive in. Number one, let's talk about preparation is key. Obviously, when you think about getting up in front of people, if you're going to wing it, you may as well just make yourself freak out for hours or days on end prior. Preparation is absolutely the key. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't remember this and they don't prepare enough. So what I'd recommend is visualization. Yes, visualize your success. Start to think, oh, I've got this. I can make this happen. I can do this well. But that means you've prepared. You've done some rehearsing. You're ready to go. You know the material inside and out. Yes, you've got this because you're prepared. Another thing I always tell everybody with preparation is to arrive early. Do not get there on time because when you're on time, you're late. You've probably heard that your whole life, but a lot of people don't apply it. Don't be on time, be early. Show up and walk the stage, walk the area, make sure everything is working. Get your body right, go to the restroom, get a drink, warm up your voice, all of these things. We're going to talk more about it. But yes, to get rid of those nerves, these are some of the ways to do it. Always arrive early. Number two, harness the power of breathing techniques. Yes, when it comes to your breath, you don't want to be constricted before you speak. If you've ever worn a Spanx, have you ever tried a Spanx? I know it's almost embarrassing that I know what that is. But I've put on a Spanx so that my body was tighter and I looked better in my shirt. Yeah, that's embarrassing to admit, but it's true. And here's the thing. Now my breath feels like this and I can hardly speak. And so without the Spanx, I feel relaxed. I'm good. The breathing technique is this. Make sure that you're breathing not only up here in the chest, but breathing from here, from the belly. Oh yeah. While you're watching this video, I know you're doing that with me. Breathing techniques calm your nerves really quickly. Unfortunately, when we start to feel nervous, we're tense, we're tight. Make sure that you're breathing and you're relaxed. You're able to get through that speech. But remember to breathe. Number three, use body language to your advantage. I mean, think about your body. Your body's amazing. You can move your hands, you can do the right gestures. I mean, you don't want to be like dancing around, but figure out what works for you. I know for me, I like to stand a lot like this. If you've watched videos on this channel, you know that I like to stand like this, but I also use my hands a lot to emphasize a point or to say something that means something important to me. And so think about your hands. Think about your body, what it can do in terms of the way that you pose. Maybe you power pose. Some people do this when they stand and speak. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you can do that. I know some people do this. Others lean on the podium. Think about the way that your body moves, the way that you stand. I know when I speak, I have a tendency to stand like this, where my body's out and my belly's out like this, and my head goes back and up. And so I've worked for years to try to bring my head down, because when I started, I was speaking like this. And so I'm slowly trying to bring my head down. That's just by recording yourself and practicing, but think about your body language. Think about your ability to pose and use your body for all the right reasons as a speaker. Let's talk about embracing the power of positive affirmations. These have gotten a bad rap through the years, I think because it becomes corny. If you've ever seen Saturday Night Live, years ago, Michael Jordan was looking into the mirror with, his name was Bob Smiley, if I recall, and he would say, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. And everyone laughed about that. And it is funny. So looking in the mirror and being like, I'm the best, I love me, all of that, maybe that's not your thing. But I do believe there's a happy medium. Perhaps just thinking it to yourself or saying in your own mind, I've got this, I can do this, I'm good. That's a good place to start if you don't want to look in a mirror. But maybe you walk by the mirror and look at yourself and how great you look in your clothes and your hair's looking right and your makeup's just perfect, and you go, I look beautiful today. Just saying that, those words matter. And we don't want to say words to ourselves such as, oh man, I look horrible today, or this isn't going to go well. Whatever you say is going to be manifest in the way that you show up. And that's where the nerves start to come in. So don't let them come in. Don't let the words beat you down. Use words of power and positive affirmation. Don't have to be corny about it. But you know what I actually do that's kind of fun? I actually make the powerful affirmations and I make them funny for myself. So I'll look at myself in the mirror and be like, you're so awesome. You're the best. I love you. You're so handsome. And then it like makes me laugh and the nerves are absolutely gone. When I go to that place of being like, I know this is silly, but it works. And it gets me to a place of feeling extra energized and happy and excited to present to the next audience. Let's talk about utilizing anchoring techniques. Well, maybe you've never heard of this before, but an anchoring technique could very well just be you walk out on stage and then you plant yourself in a certain spot. And that becomes a way to make it so the nerves aren't showing. Nerves really show up when you move too much. Have you noticed that? People that walk around and talk and move and they're just back and forth, it's too much. Just like if I was doing that on this video and I'm just like, hey, it makes you nervous, right? So think about anchoring yourself. Anchoring yourself can also be within the words that you use, such as a phrase or a quote that you know for certain is going to land, or a joke that you know is going to make them laugh. For me, one of my anchoring techniques is to have PowerPoint slides that I know are going to keep me on track. Another thing that I utilize is to make sure that I know where my music cues are. Whenever I get to sing in my speech, and I use music when I speak, whenever I sing, I feel anchored in that because I know the audience is, first of all, shocked that I'm good at it. Second of all, that I'm speaking and I'm singing as well. And third, I know that they're going to enjoy it because they probably haven't heard any other speakers doing that today, or possibly ever. These are anchoring techniques. What are yours? How about engaging in muscle relaxation techniques? Now this one's a really cool one because in order to get rid of the nerves, we have to think about our body. And we've already talked about that a little bit, but think about relaxing your body. If you're in a yoga class, yoga is awesome and I hope you consider doing it, or meditation classes, but you can do this yourself. You can do it right now while you're watching me. I want you to think about your shoulders for a second. Think about, are they tight or are they loose? Okay, now your toes. I want you to wiggle them. Yeah, these are muscle relaxation techniques just by thinking about that body part. Think about your knees, okay? Bounce them a little bit, even if you're sitting or standing, it's okay. Yeah, think about your thighs, kind of squeeze them, yeah, or your calves, okay? Yeah, that's the muscle on the back of the leg, on the behind the shin. Okay, so think about your neck. Muscle relaxation, you can just go through each part of your body and think to yourself, okay, am I relaxed? Am I ready to get up and speak in front of these people? I need to move a little bit. Before I recorded this today, I did muscle relaxation and I did a bunch of stretches. And it's always helpful in order to make it so that I'm ready to present something good for you. But at the same time, I'm going to do this before I speak on stage, on camera, on audio. It doesn't matter. I'm always going to use these muscle relaxation techniques. I hope you'll apply those as well. This is one of my favorites, and it's focus on the audience, not yourself. Have you ever thought about that? The problem with nerves is actually that you're thinking about how you look, how you sound, how they're gonna like you or not. But the truth is, the speech is for the audience. So be worried more about them and what you're delivering for them. The more that you give them, the more authentic and vulnerable you'll be, the more they're going to love you. And so that should take the nerves to a different level of saying, okay, I can be excited instead of having nerves about what they think of me. Instead, I'm just here to serve. I want to give them all I can. It's about the audience, not you. So practicing mindfulness and meaningful awareness, thinking about the fact of what you're actually thinking is really an interesting concept. And a lot of people don't like to go there, but I like to talk about it just because the thoughts you're thinking, you're actually saying something to yourself and it can make the absolute difference. And so when you start to think something negative, think to yourself, why am I thinking this? Where did this come from? You can have almost a conversation, a dialogue with yourself inside your own mind. Now, this is a cool practice because this can now help you to control your thoughts. Our minds are a stage, but we get to choose who gets to play on that stage, right? And so if you allow something negative on there or something positive, it's up to you. But as long as you're aware of it, that's the real important part. Awareness to me is perhaps the most important part of controlling your nerves before you speak on stage. Having the awareness of knowing why you're going there in your mind. Why are you worried? Is it because you're underprepared? Is it because you're late? Is it because your body's tight? Is it because you shouldn't have eaten that thing last night? It's up to you to make the decision to understand your own awareness and come to a certain mindfulness so that you can deliver greatness to your audience. Let's talk about embracing imperfection and adaptability. I want you to shift your perspective, if you will, on some of the perfectionism that you might feel about yourself. And I want you to understand that when you embrace imperfections, that allows you the opportunity to realize it's okay to make a mistake. As a speaker, even on these videos, as you watch these on this channel, which I hope you'll like and subscribe to all of this that I've created for you. But I'll tell you what, if you're willing to watch them, you'll see that I do make mistakes. They don't edit everything out. I slip over words, I stutter. In fact, most people don't realize, but when I was a kid, I had to take speech therapy just to get through kindergarten, first and second grade. I could hardly speak well at all. I couldn't read for years. I had a lot of challenging issues with learning and learning disability, and that's okay. As you can see, is I'm embracing my imperfection. I'm sharing it with you, and I want you to know that each of us have our flaws, and that's okay. When you speak, you're going to fail, and that's a good thing. I call it the promise to fail. Why not fail as often as you can so you can get even better every single time? So becoming adaptable within the ability of being willing to fail, that's one of the secret weapons of a great speaker and to overcoming all of your nerves. Finally, I want you to seek professional support and feedback. That means find a coach. Find a mentor, join a community, find people that want to see you succeed but are also good speakers. These people can help you with other techniques they've used to overcome nervousness. And it's important for you, in order to become better at this and to not have the nerves that are keeping you from being your best on stage, to find a speaking coach or mentor that can help you through those things. Think about the greatest athletes in the world. Every great athlete has a coach. No matter how good we get, we should always have coaches. And I'm thankful for the coaches that have helped me and given me the right feedback. So what I want you to do, I've given you 10 actionable items to keep the nerves at bay before a presentation. What I'd love for you to do is put in the comments below, and I'm going to respond as well. If you say anything on this video, I will respond to it, and I appreciate your engagement. I want you to put in the comments below which one of these techniques you're going to apply into your speaking, and how it's going to help you with your nerves. And if I've missed any, I would love to know what you do in particular. But that is the promise to you, your promise to yourself, to apply some of these so that you can become a great speaker and get rid of those nerves. Thanks for joining me.